Hi guys, welcome to Marnie's TV Zealots. Tonight we're here with Black Lightning, episode 5 recap. The title of the episode is And Then the Devil Brought the Plague, the Book of Green Light. My name is Denise and my partner in crime is Mary. Mary, say hi.
Hi. Thank you guys for being here on this video with us. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel. I was just at a Mardi Gras party, so I missed this episode, but I'm eager to hear Denise's recap.
Okay, guys, so let's jump right into it. Anissa is doing some research. She's trying to kind of find out where, if there's other cases of, her powers or, of this happening to other people. And so she's researching strength and she comes across this video and this guy is talking about, experiments and these missing kids. And, just a lot of things that she kind of has her thinking that maybe there's more to this powers thing than what's going on or what she knows. So it leads her to the Freeland Gazette, which her grandfather used to work for. And so she's there talking to what appears to be one of his old friends and colleagues. And so as soon as she brings up the missing kids, like at first he's like, yeah, your dad and everything, your granddad, we were great friends and blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as she brings up the missing kids, he's like, okay, get out.
Wow.
And so apparently that is a sore spot or a sore subject. And later on, we find out after she's not going to let it go, we find out that, that knowing this information could get her killed. And it's more than likely what got her granddad killed. So he does help her out with this storage unit. And she goes, I'm jumping ahead. Let's go to Jeff Pierce. So Jeff and Gamby are exploring new things with the suit. He is now flying hovering, practicing because he's going to be able to fly. And so Jeff is all excited. He's like, yes, I think I found my new favorite feature. And so while he's out testing the suit, these cops came upon this young Black teenager who is going crazy because he high off the green lights. And last week we found out that green light was like kind of like a mixture between crack and PCP. So he is off his rocker and the police can't really do anything with them. So they're getting ready to shoot. And so Jeff intervenes and he stops him and he's like, look, how about you try using your taser before you start shooting people, And yeah. So but Jeff goes to work on him and like this green light got these people straight up, like I said last week, like animals because they cannot, stop. And so he has to use his lightning to knock this one out as well. And so, he's like, call the ambulance, get this guy some help. Obviously, he high off a green light and y'all tripping. So
Right.
Now Jennifer is getting ready for a party. She goes out to with her friends. They're going skating and they're at the skate ring and trying to have a good time. And she's texting on the phone. And all of a sudden, these two mean girls start talking trash about, this and that. You can't do nothing with your face and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, they talking trash. And so, Jennifer gets a couple of quips in before they decide. They're like, you know what? I've been wanting to fight you since the 3rd grade.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, I can't deal with this foolishness. And so, they kind of pick a fight with her, but of course she takes them down because their father has taught them how to defend themselves, you know, against whomever. And so she done broke the girl's wrist and everything. So yeah, it gets rough. The parents come to the Jeffersons, like the Jeffersons, the Pierces, and
I love
and
it.
so you know, to talk it out, and you know, they sit down and have a conversation, and then you know, they smooth things over or whatever because they was about ready to go off. Jennifer comes home later and has nothing to say for herself. Now, the highlight with Anissa was her going, she's trying on her Catwoman suit, you know, she was and so she's, you know, working out and you know, trying, you know, test her strength or whatever, and she rips her suit and she's like, dang, my booty. Like, he has to get something that's gonna stretch with me. So she goes shopping, honey. And so she's looking for her new suit. She's going through, and the guy's helping her. And, you know, she's going through suit after suit and she can't find anything. And finally, she finds her costume, latex. And, and a nice, you know, I must say her wig looked really cute. And so she gets all of that on, goes to the storage locker to find the information on these children and, you know, and whatever else that is in there. She found some, you know, all of this stuff. So I wonder how deep Alvin Pierce was into everything that was going on. She also sees a vial of drugs. So I don't know if that is whatever drug they were testing on them, you know, if they, you know, were testing on these kids and, you know, trying to see if they could give them powers or what was going on or how, you know, what was happening. But we'll get more information as this goes on. But yeah, you might need to go ahead and watch the episode so you can see, just to see her in her suits. She was awesome. Yes, doing that. And so meanwhile, Black Lightning pays Henderson a visit because what we find out is Joey Toledo, the guy who killed Alvin Pierce, is back in town. So now Jeff goes to confront Gamby because he's like, you never told me that you know, Toledo was back. So that must mean Tobias is back. And he's like, I want them dead, you know, of course, because it's enemy number one. And so Gamby is trying to, you know, calm the situation. Now, also, Tobias pays Gamby a visit, which I'm like, this is shady as ever. So he's like, look, I need you to give me some information about Black Lightning. I just need to know who he is. And so Gamby is like, no, I don't have any information on him. You know, if I try not to know anything about Black Lightning because people end up dead when they know who he is. And, you know, just making all of these excuses that I don't think Tobias is really buying. But, anywho, he's like, you know, get out. And he does. But he says that Gamby worked for the ASA. So I'm going to have to try to do some research and find out, you know. So, but yeah, so he's like, I know you still work for the ASA and you know things. So, apparently Gamby is in the know. And so, Tobias goes back home and he's basically sulking, and Tori comes in. And so she's like, you know, what's going on with you? You getting sloppy, blah, 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 blah. And I know why you're going down this path. It's because you haven't dealt with Eldridge. She's like, I found him. So then he goes to a flashback. Eldridge is his abusive father. Girl,
Wow.
he was like, yeah, I can't, you think this is supposed to be my life? And, just talking bad to him, calling him, he said, you ain't black, you ain't white, you ain't nothing. And I was like,
Oh
I can't deal.
man.
I was like, I cannot deal with this. But yeah, he was just verbally abusive and physically abusive because he just hauls off and slaps Tori. And yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, now that they found him, he's going to go and exact some of his revenge, take out some of his frustration on him. And I'm thinking he's just gonna slap him around, but no, we gotta be the true Tobias Whale that he is. And he breaks his back and
Stop.
leaves him there for dead. Tori's like, no, let's go ahead and shoot him. But he's like, no, let him die slowly.
Ooh.
And so, yeah. So then he goes back to back. I don't know. Assist one of the lady. I can't. Did they ever tell us her name?
I cannot
I know in
remember.
the comics he had an assistant, but anyway, I don't know if it's her or what. I'll look it up later. But she hands him an envelope, and he opens it, and what falls out? Dust. So he goes back to the flashback of when Lady Eve was warning him about the magical albino and being crushed into magic dust. So he's like, man, he can't catch a break. And so, yeah, I don't know what is really about to, but it's a threat, basically.
Ooh, yes.
And thinly veiled because she had gave him the whole story. So we
While
don't
she
know
was
what's
gutting
going on.
another human.
But, what I forgot to say was Black Lightning went to visit Henderson and he gives him a phone because he wants him to help him find Toledo. And so he gives him the phone and he tells him, just consider it to be the black signal. I was like, I can't deal with this foolishness.
Yes.
And so, but he does help him track down Toledo, and he tracks him down to a club. And so he finds out that Toledo's girlfriend is going to be meeting him there, and he intercepts her, takes her phone, and then tells him to meet him outside. Now, what I didn't tell you earlier, which I should have, Jeff has been having issues with the suit. Somehow it's not calibrated correctly. So he passed out in the last, like midway through the episode. And Lynn had to be called in. So now she knows that he's back on his vigilante ways. And so she's, trying to help him get better. And so as soon as he found out where Toledo was, he's like, I'm going back out with the suit. And Gambby's like, no, it's not, calibrated correctly. And so he's like, give me the module or else I'm going to use my powers on you, whatever. Because he got to be tough because he's upset. Anyway, he gives him the module. He goes out to meet Toledo. And while he's fighting with him, of course, they have to have their little banter back and forth, and he's beating him down. And then all of a sudden he starts having this headache again. And it's like he's about to pass out. And so, but he didn't already beat him good enough I'm like, why he won't just kill him? Like, I guess he didn't have a gun or anything on him, but I don't know. Because I'm like, he down, he can't use his powers. So like, what else is there left for you to do? But he ends up walking away like, yeah, Tobias gonna deal with you. And he's just laying there on the ground in pain, and we don't even know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Wow. That is intense.
It was. I told you so much happened. So much. Man. It's just I don't know. But he gonna have to get these headaches under control or whatever it is going on with this suit, get it calibrated correctly, because he can't be out here, when Tobias come and just fall out. Like,
Right.
he's gonna be dead. And we also learned that Tobias was injected with some type of serum that keeps him young, because he was like, Gamby was like, you're not gonna be able to stay young forever. He's like, I'm gonna be here long when y'all dead. So he's been injected with some type of serum that prolongs his youth or whatever. But he need to get it together.
Wow. I wonder if this suit that's not calibrated correctly has to do more of like a plot device, so he's not like the perfect superhero.
I mean,
I wonder.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
But in the end, like, he struggled with his powers because, even with, before. So it's like, but when he comes up on Tobias, like, you can't be having these kind of issues.
Ooh, no.
Because he's not going to pray. He's just going to take him out. But that's it. So.
Oh, wow, that sounds so good. I need to go watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, it really was good. I love the episode. I'm enjoying each one. I feel like it keeps getting better and better. They were playing James Brown. Like, the soundtrack is crazy. Like, it's so good. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching and have a great night. Bye.